Man, I didn't even see him. My girlfriend's dad took the boat. We took the PWCs. I was jamming along. I went to make a turn and bam, there he was.
I never even saw him. I guess I wasn't paying attention. He came out of nowhere.
Operator inattention and excessive speed is a recipe for disaster. Keep a safe distance between you and other boaters. Keep a sharp lookout for everyone on the water.
Brought to you by your partners in boating safety.
Everybody who's anybody will be wearing one of these this season. 85% of all boating fatalities could have been prevented if they had been wearing a life jacket. That's why nobody should be caught dead out on the water without a life jacket.
They're comfortable, lightweight, and definitely in.
Brought to you by your partners in boating safety.
My dad was the best dad in the world. He used to love fishing every weekend. I told him he shouldn't take beer on the boat. I told him it scares me when he drinks on the boat. I said it wasn't cool at all. He said I shouldn't worry. Nothing would happen to him. He promised he would be okay. He promised.
Over 30% of all boating fatalities are alcohol-related. Brought to you by your partners in boating safety.
Fire dispatch, be advised we have one fisherman in the water.
Every couple of weeks we get called out. This time a fisherman's fallen overboard, and we've got to try to find him somewhere out there. When are people going to listen? Check the weather report, then decide if it's safe to go out. Don't overload your boat. One wrong move and someone is sure to end up in the water. And play it smart. Wear your life jacket. Remember, we don't have to recover people who wear their life jackets.
A message from the United States Army Corps of Engineers.
No doubt about it, personal watercraft are the hottest trend in boating these days. Hi, I'm Jennifer Renner. There's nothing quite like a day on the water. Grab a few friends, get the PWCs in the water, slap on the tanning oil, and hey, it's fun in the sun and let the good times flow. Because personal watercraft have become so popular, the California Department of Boating and Waterways wants to be sure that you know how to safely operate them on our lakes, rivers, and oceans. We don't want to see any of you getting injured or even killed because you or somebody else is riding out of control, especially for those of you who may be riding for the first time. So stay with us and take a few minutes to check this out, because remember, it's real important that you ride safe, ride smart. If you're an owner of one of these, or if you're riding one of your friend's machines, guess what, sports fans? You've just become a new member of our boating community. That's right, personal watercraft are defined as motorboats. That means that you must know and abide by the same operation and equipment laws as other boaters. The popularity of the personal watercraft has absolutely exploded. In 1995, 30% of all motorboat sales were personal watercraft. That's the upside. The downside is the number of accidents involving PWCs has also exploded. In 1995, 42% of all boating accidents involved PWC. Why so many accidents? Well, we have our theories, but it still made us wonder. What do people really know about operating their PWC on our waterways? We decided to take our cameras out and about for a little pop quiz.
Life preserver. You need a fire extinguisher.
What do you know about registration?
Nothing really.
I know we have a tow rope. We have our red flag.
You have to have a fire extinguisher. Any rider has to have his life jacket on.
You have to have registration on your boat.
We know we have to have a life jacket, and that's pretty much all I know because it's our first day.
You can't be operating the vehicle drunk. Safety feature.
What else do you have to have?
How old did you need to be to ride?
Like 12. 16, 18.
As you can tell, everyone has their own interpretation of the law. That's why we called in our own experts to set the story straight.
I've noticed there seems to be some confusion over what's legal and what's not legal out here on the water. Some of these personal watercraft can go over 60 miles an hour. For many of these people, it's their first time on one of these powerful boats. Most of them have had no training, nor have they taken the time to know the rules and regulations. So since we've got the camera rolling, I'd like to take just a few minutes to go over some of the things you may need to know to be a safe boater. First things first, let's get something straight. I am not the enemy. My job is to make sure that no one is hurt or killed out on the water. How do I do that? I enforce the rules. I may be your best friend when I'm patching up your injuries, and maybe not when I'm writing you a citation. Okay, just sign in the red box right there. Personally, I'd rather write you a ticket than to see you get hurt and have to pack you away in an ambulance. That's why I enforce the law. Unfortunately, there's always a few riders out there who live by their own set of rules. These are the ones that are going to spoil a good day for the rest of us. They're the people that are going to hurt themselves or someone else if I don't get to them first, and that's definitely not cool. Okay, now we've got that cleared up, let's talk safety. I'm going to break it down into two sections, so listen up. The law states that every person on a boat must have a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket on board. Wear it. 85% of the people who die in boating accidents would have survived had they been wearing their life jackets. Each vessel is required to have a fire extinguisher. Make sure it's Coast Guard approved and fully charged. Your registration numbers must be on a permanent section of the forward portion of your boat and clearly visible.